Hello, I will show you how to deal with the depth map generation, which is very important in order to get a good result with a nice shoreline. Smart Water is not using the depth view camera, the depth buffer, because I like to have something pre-calculated. It's faster. It will not be possible to use the depth map for mobile, for example, if I was using the depth buffer. And also because I like to have the flexibility to tweak a little bit and fake in some situation. When I was integrating to some assets, I got some problems, so I found that I need to have some tools to adjust the depth map to any situation. We're gonna do the same thing in the first tutorial. Take the same Seine sandbox basic here. It's already loaded, and I remove the water, and I take the same water here. Make sure that there is no depth map set by default. The depth map generation is happening here in the depth map tab. The first drop down is about the quality of the depth map itself, its size in pixel. But before I can calculate it, I need to make sure I will have a collision with the shoreline. So for example, if I see from the top, I want to have this thing, this terrain, this box and this rock collide with the water, so I need to tag them specifically for that. For example, if I want this to collide with the water in the depth map generation, I need to tag it here, Smart Water Collider. So I need to create this thing in case Smart Water Collider, exactly like this. 2 L, 1 space, Smart Water Collider. That's the name it has to have. So for example, the terrain, now I'm gonna tag it Smart Water Collider, the cube as well, and the rock here as well. Now I have some colliders. Here I have, of course, I need to drag and drop the camera, the sun, and the terrain here. So now I'm ready to run the first depth map, and as you can see, I have a very bad result. So what happens? I check here and I see the default in depth map folder. The default is where is calculated the depth map, so it's all white. Something is wrong. The colliders have a problem. I think maybe I give the wrong name, so let's check that. Maybe it's Smart Water with a W big. Okay, I don't remember. Try again. Yeah, that was it. So it has to be correctly named, Smart Water Collider with a W big, uppercase W. So you can see it's working. We have the depth map around the rock, around the ice, the terrain, and around the box too. Or I can adjust the water to look a little bit better because the texture are not looking good, like this. And if I fly over, okay, and the default, yeah, this is our depth map. It's looking like this now. So just some comments about the parameters here. Oh, as you can see, it's a dirty. I decided to take a 128 by 128 pixels map. It's not looking good, so I can change that parameter. And now it's looking better. If I don't know what happens, if I keep to have a white map, I can use the debugging. So if I click the debugging on, and for example, I select this resolution and I run, I need to stay in a no maximization. The debugging is not working. That's why yeah, it is. You can see the debugging can help to show you exactly where the collisions are. So the green, I can zoom. The green is where there is a collision, so it's gonna be something drawn in black or gray on the dev map. The yellow is when it's too high. You can see on the terrain, for example, it's yellow here, and the red is when there is nothing, no collision. So with this you can understand what's the problem with your depth map calculation. Most of the time is a problem with the collider. So just need to investigate why the collision is not working. Don't forget to, for example, to add a collision to your object if you want to collide, of course. So the adjust border is a tweak in order to make it like if the water is higher or lower. It's hard to explain, you have to experiment that, but for example, when I select -4 here, the depth map is gonna move the water 4 pixels down, calculate the depth map, and then move the water 4 pixels up. And this is just to, sometimes you have a very difficult shoreline on a very smooth and progressive beach, for example, and you need to fake like if the water is a little bit more down so that it looks better. You have to experiment that. You have the depth adjust here. The depth adjust is something that is gonna narrow the result. For example, if you get you have too much deep in the water, then this parameter is gonna make it's like the water is not deep at all. Just show you, for example, I put at 2, I calculate. You see the depth map is very hard to see, and if I narrow it like this, then you see the difference is very big. So you have to tweak this in order to get the best result. And the last parameter is anti-alias. It's just an anti-aliasing with on 3 pixel, 4, 5, etc. So it's gonna smooth the depth map at the end. You can see the difference if I put a lot. Now it's very soft. If I put none, it's really rough. So I think we saw everything about the depth map generation. So yes, the last thing, do not forget to rename the depth map to something like test, because the next time you generate something, it's gonna erase it. Like for example, I do this, I have another depth map. You can compare the result. You see, this depth map is very smooth, too much antilles or something, and here this one is more precise, is better. So this one up and remove. Thanks for watching.